Hey, what's up guys, it's me David, back with yet another video, and today we are taking a look at a pair of open-backed headphones that are on my list of best value headphones and in my Christmas stocking in 2017. This video is brought to you by soltekreviews. Place a sponsored message here for an incredible advertising opportunity. Contact us about advertising through the business email in the description below. Okay guys, so one quick disclaimer I have is that I am by no means an audiophile, so please do not yell at me in the comments section below about how unscientific this review is. And that's because this review is not meant to be scientific. It is written from my experience with the headphones and not a measurement in performance in comparison to other headphones in this caliber. Also, another noteworthy thing is that the main source of my music is the excellent streaming service Spotify, so if I had been using Flax or other types of on-device media, I might have gotten better performance out of the K612 Pros, but I am just going to be reviewing this from my normal use case. As you guys know, I am willing to compromise a little on sound quality if I can get better comfort, and the K612 Pros are no slouch in the comfort department. The plush velvet earpads are originally a little stiff, but after time they become very soft and very comfortable to wear. Just a quick reminder is that the insides of the earpads are just normal foam, not the memory foam used in the K7XX and the K712 Pros. Clamping force is a huge issue I had on all of my previous headphones, a reason why I like to go earphones instead of headphones. However, I think the K612 Pros strike an excellent balance between clamping force and comfort. If you're coming from the Bose QC35s, however, then you'll be sorely disappointed to find out that the QC35s are a much more comfortable pair of headphones. Although the QC35s are a much more expensive pair, and they are one of the most comfortable pairs of headphones on the market right now. So all in all, I can wear these K612 Pros for around an hour or so before the combination of the gradual increase in clamping force and heat inside the cups become too strong and I have to take them off for a quick break. Build quality is an area where the K612 Pros suffer. AKG needed to find ways to make the K612 Pros cheaper than the K712 Pros. And unfortunately, AKG decided that build quality was an area where they could shave a couple bucks off. The cups themselves are made of a somewhat cheap feeling plastic, and I'm worried that the swivel mechanism is going to wear off earlier because of this low quality plastic. The story is the same for the leather headband. It is pretty hard, and the only reason it does not contribute to comfort is because of the genius mechanism of not having to adjust the headphones on when you put them on your head. And I probably would have believed that the leather headband was fake leather if genuine leather had not been prominently displayed on the box. Another minor setback is that the cable is not very good and it's not replaceable either. However, I don't think this is much of a problem for me, and for those of you thinking about the headphones cable wearing out before the headphones themselves wear out, I have to say, by the time your cables wear out, I'm pretty sure that the headphones will probably be outdated and you're going to have to buy a new one because of the plastic anyways. And all of these issues, while they seem massive, are pretty fine, especially in normal use and considering the fact that the price tag is only $130 US. However, the biggest issue for me is the fact that there is plastic, actually only plastic in the hinge, and that plastic is very creaky. Whenever you put the headphones on, the plastic hinges creak, and I'm worried that someday they're going to break. And that someday is going to be much sooner than if AKG had opted for metal instead of plastic in crucial areas like the hinge. And of course, finally we are in the section of the review that all of you were waiting for: audio quality. And of course, audio quality is the most fundamental and important part of a pair of headphones. My original impression with the K612 Pros audio quality is that they were superb, but they felt a little mechanical, if you know what I mean. So after searching online, I've decided that I would give the concept of burning in your headphones a try. Basically what burning in your headphones is, if you do not already know, is you're playing a same tune for many hours so that the actual headphones drivers loosen up. That will create a much more lively sound, and it'll create a much warmer tone. And surprisingly, after 48 hours of burn-in, I did feel that the headphones sounded much warmer and much more natural, although this could very well be the placebo effect in action. But after burning my headphones in, the music listening experience greatly improved because I felt the sound was much more natural and the soundstage was far improved. The audio from the K612 Pros are not like your average pair of Beats and have a flat sound profile, meaning your EQ is flat. And now what that will do is that it will not emphasize any frequency range. It's just going to be a flat sound profile. In comparison, other headphone manufacturers like Beats and Bose tend to mainly emphasize the bass, because that's a lot of what millennials and many younger peoples like in their headphones nowadays. However, having a flat sound profile is beneficial for people who are doing editing for music or videos so that they can have an objective listen to their music so they can make the proper adjustments, and for people who just don't want to have oversaturated music. Adding on to the reference grade sound, the K612 Pros have a very detailed and smooth overall sound. This is very pleasing to me when I'm listening to the music. Also, the headphones are one of the most detailed headphones I have ever heard. And the detail is one of those things you don't necessarily notice when you first put them on, but once you start using them for an extended period of time, it really shines. Now let's get into the soundstage. After burning them in for 48 hours, they sounded a lot better in terms of soundstage, as the original soundstage was very poor. In fact, it felt like I was using one of those cheap surround sound things where the surround sound effect seems like it's literally on your head. But after 48 hours of burn-in, the surround sound effect became a bit more distinct, and the objects and vocals and instruments and whatnot felt like they were about a foot or two away from my head, which is a very close thing. However, I think that the soundstage is still pretty poor. Maybe it's because I didn't burn the headphones in long enough, but I don't feel that the soundstage is the best out there. Nonetheless, the soundstage was quite disappointing because my expectations were pretty darn high. In conclusion, the K612 Pros are an excellent pair of value headphones, but if you have an extra 70 bucks, I would go for the K7XX or the HD6XX from Sennheiser. Heck, even if you have an extra 20 bucks, you could get much better build quality from Sennheiser at Massdrop.com with the HD58X Jubilee headphones. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, click the like button. If you loved it, click the subscribe button. And as always, stay tech-tastic.